Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Well, Lori, I want to take you, we're going to go interview Memo for the second time here. If you haven't seen the video that we just made, where he had interviewed Memo, he's living on $600 a month here in Los de Marcos, Mexico, on the beach. And so people have been asking like crazy, Lori. They want to see his house. They want to know about property, what costs are here. They're so excited about the possibilities of moving to Mexico because it is a place where a person can live very low cost. And so you have asked to see his house.
Yeah, the house is still look the same. He still stay in the same house and nothing different. When we go in there, it look exactly the same 5 years ago.
Well, we're going to be doing a series in the next few weeks, and we're going to focus on the area just north of Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta is about 1,200 miles south of the United States. This area through here is anywhere from maybe 2 hours away from Puerto Vallarta. So it's very convenient. So we're going to be looking at areas like Punta Mita, Sayulita, San Pancho, another name is San Francisco, Lo del Marcos, Rincon Guayabitas, La Panita, and Chicala. These are great little beach towns and small little communities very conveniently located from the United States and from Puerto Vallarta. So over the next few weeks, we are going to feature this area and show you the different costs and what they look like. So if you're planning on retiring or even vacationing, these are great places. Well, good afternoon. And we've been having a lot of requests. We just recently made a video with Memo where he's living on $600 a month. And people have wanted to see his house. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to show you inside of his house. I'll let you know right up front. The footage that we're going to be using that, actually we took it about 5 years ago. But everything is the same. The house hasn't changed or anything like that. We're also going to be talking about buying real estate here. People are asking, what would it take? How much does it cost to buy real estate? So Memo is going to get us clear on that. So if you want to move to an area like this, you'll know some prices. But for right now, let's recap a little bit on the last video that we did and the interview. So let our audience know what we talked about.
What we talked about last time was the fact that I receive a Social Security check from the United States, approximately $1,500 per month, which is transferred into my Mexican bank. And so I can take my living expense and any rent and still have money left over for savings, which you can do. For me, I would prefer to take that money and set it aside and buy a piece of land and build a home, which is what I'm doing.
Okay, so in this video, we're going to look at the property. We're going to talk about buying a home here and that. Let's talk about the land. Let's talk about, what it is. First of all, how far is it from the central part of the town, let's say where you have grocery stores and restaurants and all of that, to your property?
Okay, for me, it's a 15-minute walk.
15 minutes.
A 5-minute drive, and it's close enough to get the things that I need. But price-wise, I chose this section here primarily because it's in the country and it's quiet. The beach 10 minutes away by walking. It's very quiet here.
Now, what about utilities
For
here?
those of us that live out here, the solar electricity is more than we need.
Okay, so in your new place that you're going to be building. But let's talk a little bit about land prices.
All right, let's take a standard lot.
Okay.
A standard lot is 10 by 20 square meters, which works out to 2,152 square feet.
Okay.
In a lot of towns where I come from back in the United States, 5,000 square feet is standard. But this is 2,000, a little over 2,000 square feet, which is enough to build a home that I'm building a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home.
How are you?
And so it's a good size.
Yeah.
That lot right now in the countryside where we are, it costs approximately $18,000.
Okay, this is not Memo's house right here. We're looking at another one, but we want to show you the construction as it'll be. So you can see the arches. That's always a great detail. Back windows here. Let's just take a little walk through here. So you explain to us. We've got block construction.
Cinder block construction, mortar holding it together, stucco giving it that nice feel on the outside. And what I like about Mexico is the standard height of a ceiling is 3 meters.
Oh, 9 feet. Yeah, well, that's good.
So it's you don't have to duck.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It makes actually with the high ceilings like that, it makes a smaller place. It doesn't feel so small.
That's right.
No.
So this will be, they will do the bricks like this. It'll be the Boveda,
All right.
the Boveda construction.
Yeah.
So it'll all be arches, arches, arches.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
That will be beautiful.
So bathroom, huh?
Yeah. Little boxes. And how long will this one will be 18 months?
18 months from start to finish.
Okay, so that's what you could do. If you have the money and you all in cash and you're not building it as you go, you're looking at about 18 months.
$18,000 for that lot. And what's wonderful here, and is true in many places, is the sellers will accept payments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that in Mexico. I thought it was all cash.
It is cash, but it doesn't have to be cash up front.
Oh, okay.
Because they will gladly take, it's about $1,384 per month for 12 months, actually 13 counting your down payment, but it's still the same sort of thing. And you can put that down per month, and at the end of the year, you own it. Time is the thing that we have here.
Okay.
You know, especially when it comes to purchasing a piece of land or construction on that land.
Yeah.
We build when we have the money.
Right, okay.
Right? Right now, I put in 10,000 pesos a month, which
Okay.
is, what did we decide? $500?
$500, yeah.
$500 a month towards construction with my contractor. And the contractor goes out and buys enough materials to bricks and cement and mortar to work for a month. When the money runs out, we stop.
Okay.
And next month, when the next Social Security check comes in, we do a little bit more. Some of us are taking more like 36 months, where we're not in a rush. We want the house,
Right.
and we're paying as we go.
Okay. Calculate you're going to be spending.
All right. So we decided the lot costs $18,000.
Okay.
Right, and the house itself, when it's basically finished, it's going to be between $50,000 and $65,000.
$55,000 to $65,000.
Yeah. So,
Well, Memo, I want to clarify something. In the last video, we talked about you living on $600 a month, which you do. Also, besides that, you get a Social Security check of $1,500. Okay. So, $1,500, you're living on $600, so that gives you $900 left over. You're taking out of that $900, and you're taking $500 of that dollars, and you're putting it in your new construction.
right.
Okay, and so that gives you a reserve, I guess. Just it's good to have a cash reserve. Let's say something happened, or money-wise, and that's a smart thing to do. Retired, live a great life, and how we're going to know is Memo is going to tell us how he does it, and we're going to take a look at his house also. So let's go look at your house, and then let's give him a description of what it's all about. Let's let our audience take a look at it. I know you'll enjoy the video.
Welcome to Rancho del Oso. This is a home that is off the grid, and it is a minimalist home, my home. The first thing you come to is the refrigerator, which does not work. We use that for storage. Food lasts here 48 hours. After 48 hours, if we don't eat it, my dog eats. Don't need a whole lot. There's a pizza oven outside for an oven. There's a rocket stove for cooking the beans, whatever you need. The water comes from a well. In this house, we get up when the sun rises. We go to bed when the sun sets. I do have a solar-powered flashlight that I use to read by at night. Or I have candles if I decide that I need to work a little bit later. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it's time for a shower. That's when the black hose has the hot water. Now I could get a hot water heater, but that would mean more propane. Or I could get a bigger solar system, but I don't see a reason for that. I have what I want and what I need. And it's wonderful to learn that we have what we need, not necessarily always what we think we want. So I can't imagine living anywhere else with all the love and all the beauty that we have here. We come over here for dinner in the pizza oven, and then we bake bread. So the things we have are just wonderful. The electricity comes from a solar panel service, a very small solar panel service, which actually comes from an RV. You don't need a lot of panels to produce enough electricity. This is the bedroom. A single person living here with a single bed, and then my library with all the books that have been handed me down, and of course the closet and the storage. Again, it's simple, but it works, and it's affordable. Okay, and the next room is the bathroom. So that again, the shower water comes from the well, and then it's reused for in the garden, and whatever else is needed. The idea is that everything we have here is used at least twice. If I end up with a plastic bag, it becomes a garbage bag. So there's nothing here that gets used once and then thrown into a trash can.
Okay, let's talk about your book. You have a book that you've written, and it's on Amazon.
Amazon.com. You go there and you type in Moringa of Mexico.
Okay.
Moringa of Mexico. It's a fun little book. It's only 99 cents.
Oh, 99 cents.
And from that, you're going to learn about Moringa, my #1 love, and the stories of what it's like to live in a tropical Mexican community.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. If you want to email or Facebook Memo, it's down in the description. Upcoming videos. This one here is our first interview with Memo, living on $600 a month. We're going to look at homes in Mexico, starting at $48,000. If you've ever wanted to book a private phone consultation with me, check out the information at the end of the video. We're going to disclose what we spend 1 year in 2021, our expenses. We're going to look at the ugly side of Mexico changing the 180-day visa. You see Uncle Jerry's picture at the bottom right? Just touch on it or click on it and you'll be subscribing absolutely free. Also, if you've ever wanted to have a private phone conversation with Uncle Jerry, you see the box that says book now, touch on that. And also every Friday at 5 p.m. we have a free video for you. Now that's California time.